in Pleasant Valley run. We're at day 55. Day 55, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it. It was interesting. We were talking over the weekend and talking about how the next sort of challenge like this we're gonna do is more of a 50-day challenge where we spawn, we live in a zone for 50 days, and then we move to another zone and attempt to live there for 50 days, basically covering all of the zones in the game eventually, including Blackrock, including Bleak Inlet, including Forsaken Airfield. So yeah, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? It'd be a straight up interloper. We wouldn't even have to do a custom one to pick a zone, because we could just do a straight up interloper that we would just like jump into and go. So that'd be interesting. But yes, we are on day 55, and we are
all I could think.
Yeah, 50 days in Forsaken Airfield. Yeah. Yes, you get to bring your stuff. You get to bring your stuff to your next zone. But I think what we're gonna do, Mr. Cam Man, is we're gonna set it so we're gonna make the rule that you can't carry anything more on you than what your carry weight allows. So you have to drop the carry weight to go to the next zone. Now, once you get well fed, once you get, you know, the moose-hide satchel and the technical backpack, that would mean you'd be able to bring more stuff. But every zone you go to, before you leave, you have to drop to weight. If you can't be encumbered at all, so it limits the amount of stuff you can take from place to place. So I'll mainly concentrate on you know, clothing, tools, and that sort of stuff. I sort of like the idea more, friend, that I have to drop to weight. I like that idea just on the face of it, just being like, okay, well, all you can take is the stuff that you can carry on your back, and that's going to be very limited. Yeah, we've broken down almost all the wood in this house. But no, I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just gonna limit myself in that way and say, yeah, I can't take anything else. You know, other than what I can carry. Yeah, sort of like a nomad, exactly. Kind of like a nomad, just being like, well, what we got, and we can't carry a whole lot more. So, how is my clothing doing? Not doing too bad. Let's see here. Okay, so we do have some water here. a little bit. But will you be able to go to transition caves? Oh yeah. Transition caves are fine when you're transitioning to another zone. And then you know, as far as like, you know, once you get to another zone, you know, like say for instance, say we start in Pleasant Valley. Say that's the first zone we start in by happenstance. And then we decide, okay, well, after Pleasant Valley, we're going to travel to Mystery Lake. And after that, we're going to go to Forlorn Muskeg. Now, basically, the rule will be, once we, you know, say we spend the 150 days in those three zones, and then we go, well, you know what, we're going to go, you know, we'd probably go to Broken Railroad or something after that, but say, once we got all done with this side of the map, and we need to get back over to here to go to Timberwolf or Coastal or whatever, we go, okay, well, we're going to take the route through that's the quickest. We can sleep or whatever, but we can't loot anything in the zones that we've already passed through. So anything that's in those zones that we haven't done yet, we can basically move, loot, and move, sleep, and move, and that's about it to get through those zones. Aldreas, good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. So any zone that we've previously gone into, we can't like do anything in other than just move through, sleep in, make a fire or whatever. You know, we can pick up sticks, but, you know, other than that, you know, there'll be very basic things that we can do as we move through the zone, but we can't, like, actually actively hunt, get food, you know, or anything like that in those zones to get to the next one. So, it'll be interesting. It'll be our 50-day journeys. All right, so okay, so I think we're good. You're just snoozing. I should do adult stuff, but I kind of want to procrastinate. I always want to procrastinate. Procrastination's the best thing. You know, I don't actually think I need this pry bar. I'm just, because hear me out. I think I think we've actually opened every locker in the zone. We've done all the things in the zone. So I don't think we actually need that pry bar anymore. There's nothing else. I mean, I have the heavy hammer to smack wolves with. I guess taking the toolkit might be a good thing. And carrying that around. Oh, these guts are cured. Nice. Some more cured guts for us. I keep going, ooh, I might need cured guts for a bow. Oh, never mind. I can't make a bow. Oh, can't make a bow. Oh, well, I mean, wolves and stuff like that. You know, if I run into a predator that I can't avoid, I can always hunt predators that I can't avoid. That's totally fine, Mr. Cam Man. That's just part of you know playing the game. Is that you're gonna run into predators you can't avoid. I just can't do anything to them other than shoot them and leave them. So even say for whatever reason I run into a bear standing in my way to get from point A to point B, and I have to shoot him. Well, I can't do anything beyond that. I can't do anything beyond shoot him and leave. We are on day 55. Day 55. Like I said, the main purpose of the zones that we've already been in will just to get us from one place to another. They won't really be zones that we're doing anything in other than just moving through and moving on. Yeah, my snares keep getting ruined here, don't they? Bye-bye, Mr. Wolfie!
Drop something.
By the way, you're gonna have to survive 800 days in your 50-day challenge. Yes, yeah, it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. That's what she said. It's gonna be a long challenge. It's gonna be one of those where I'm gonna set specific days to run it on, and then I'll do other stuff on the other days. But yeah, that's gonna be a. I mean, I think with time it will get easier with time. But I think it'll be tough in and of itself. Gosh, I got cabin fever risk again. Wow. I need to go find a cave and go spend like several days out there. I got cabin fever again. Fabulous. Fabulous news. Another cured gut. I'm gonna grab these rabbit pelts.
I could eat anything.
But yeah, that is an option you have, Rhiny Beef, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I mean, 7 Days to Die is a great game, one way or the other. How's a zombie game without zombies? Just disable. Yeah, you just disable it in the settings. Yep, you just disable it and you call it good. I know several people that like to do that. And you know, and it's a nice thing to do in 7 Days to Die if you don't know the game very well. If you're still trying to figure out some of the mechanics and stuff, it can be a really nice thing to do because it allows you to play the game without having to worry about the zombies all the time. So it's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing you can do. Yeah, we got a little bit of meat now. We got some rabbits down, and we got some rabbits out here frolicking in the mist. And I need to go make some more rabbit traps because we're down to 5. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. Good day. Good day, sir, to you. Good day to you. Gosh, dang it. So the plan for today, boys and girls, is we got Long Dark this morning. We're also going to play a little bit of Civilization 6 this afternoon at noon. So we got 3 hours of Long Dark to lead off the day. We got some Civilization 6 this afternoon. And then this evening, we are going to be not on. I'm going to be out driving. I got to get some driving stuff in. So that'll be nice. Let's see. Let's get all those. We'll make 5 more traps. I wish you could make traps on yourself. Unfortunately, you need a workbench to do it, which kind of is annoying, especially when you have cabin fever like I do. Okay, so no, there's the snare. Got this cabin fever risk thing. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. And I have a mod part way on my sister's car. Have to go to Iowa City for the 4th and celebrate my birthday early. Mine's on the 19th. Nice. I did update the schedule for this week, yes. Oh, actually, no. Today's Civ 6. Tomorrow is Stellaris. So yes, I did update the schedule for this week. It's all updated. So, if you go to, there it is. There that should lead you to the page you desire. Yes, there it is. So tomorrow we got Stellaris. We got 7 days to die to start. We got some Stellaris and the Long Dark. We're actually gonna get back into our As the Dead Sleep challenge, which I have not done for a while. So we need to get back into that. We got Stream Loots Wednesday. We got the 100 Days challenge coming back on Thursday, and we're gonna play some more Forever Skies and doing some Long Dark As the Dead Sleep that night. Then Friday we got 7 Days to Die, and then Stream Team games in the afternoon and evening, and then we got 7 Days to Die in the afternoon on I didn't change Escape the Pacific and stuff for Sunday, but we got 7 Days to Die on Saturday, and then Escape the Pacific on Sunday. And I did not change this here. There we go. And change this here. There we go. Now I updated it fully. Thank you. I appreciate that. I had updated it, but I just hadn't updated it all the way. A banathon where we can ban anyone we won't tell the mods who won't tell the mods they love them. Oh well, that we might start sometime. Hey, how you doing? Nate? Hello there, Atheenon. How's it going today? How are you liking the new update so far? I'm liking the new update so far. I think the new update is great, except that I still have cabin fever. No, I really like the new update, except for I got wilted carrots and potatoes here, which make me sad. It makes me sad having wilted potatoes and carrots. All right, so we have some water on us now, right? We got plenty of wood. Well, we've got some wood, I should say. Do I even need tinder anymore? What's my fire making skill at? Ooh, I'm almost at cooking 5. Yeah, I have fire starting 3. I don't need tinder any longer, so we can throw that all away. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Am I going to kill a moose today, or a bear, or a wolf bear? I don't have any weapons. I only have 16 matches left, too. 16 matches for another 45 days. That'll be fun. Every time I see a radiator in this house, I want to tear it apart with my wrench, but I know that isn't possible. Okay, so all right, There's no wolves that can get me in here. Go away, wolf. Go away. Go away. Oh, it's Friend with a ducky hug. I see how you are. I see you there, sir. Good morning, Fire Monkey Rob. But no, Nate, I'm really enjoying the new update. It's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to mess with it. So I'm really truly enjoying it a lot. I'm gonna fill myself all the way up. And it's only one arrow down temps, so here we go. Here we go. What is that right there? Why is there a gamey piece of venison all the way out there? That was weird. There's a gamey piece of venison just sitting out in the snow. That is so strange. So strange. Fooled you! Bye-bye, Mr. Wolfie. Yeah, follow me. Follow me. I want you to go get a deer over here. Ulsar Lost Colony. Yeah, interesting. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you had fun with it. Glad you had a good time. Oh, that's neat, Rainy. Is that wolf not following me anymore? Did that wolf say no? I'm just gonna leave Atheenon alone now. Really? Really, wolf? No dedication. You know, wolves back in my day had some dedication. Wolves back in my day had a little bit of dedication. They had a little bit of they had a little bit of class. They didn't just give up when things got hard. Hey now. I don't think I've ever gone and looked at this combine over here. And by the way, this is the new Baja Passion Fruit Punch from Mountain Dew. Actually really good. Oh, it's not a combine, it's just a trailer. Maybe this trailer will have something on it. They've been putting loot in weird-ass places in this game. Thinking maybe the trailer would have something on it, something under it. Nope. Nope. Oh yeah, there's some bugs, but you know what? The game's running pretty good. You know, they did a big patch, Nate. They did a big patch here recently, where they fixed a lot of the bugs that were in the game. The biggest bug I couldn't handle was not being able to take my items from my reticle menu and put them down on the ground. That was the one that bothered me the most. That's a fire. That's the one that bothered me the most. And now that they've sort of fixed that one, I'm way happier. Is that a Mr. Wolfie I saw over here? Oh, it was a fire. I saw a fire. I thought that was a wolf. I saw a fire. I thought it was a... No, there is a wolf. There is a wolf. There is a wolf. Come here, Mr. Wolf. I have something for you. Trying to angle around the deer. Really, Mr. Deer? You're gonna run the way I want you to run, Bubba. The fishing is the thing I'm most excited about, to be honest. Fishing, once they get fishing fixed, I think I'll be way happier with the game.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Trying to run this damn wolf around to the deer. Okay, go get him. Go get him, Mr. Wolf. Go get him, buddy. Go get him, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, nice. Good job. Good job. Good God, you took for freaking ever, Mr. Wolf. Could you be a little more slow? Yes, this is worth this is worth wasting a match on. It's worth it. It is totally worth it. I was hoping for a Maglin's Fire. Now that I've wasted a match, I'm sure the game will give me a Maglin's Fire. Now that I wasted a match, no, it still didn't. Okay, well, I don't feel as bad then. I don't feel as bad then. But yes, that is totally worth it. That's like 15 kilos of meat right there. That's totally worth using a matchup on one of my precious matches. One of my precious. Yeah, the new food update is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's kind of a goo-gaw. I call it a goo-gaw because it doesn't really do much. It gives you something to do. Let's put it that way. As far as survival aspects go, it's not. It's not a game breaker. Thank you, Mr. Sun Tzu. 9 months. Our Twitch baby has arrived. Checks in the mail. Thank you so much for the 9-month resub, though, my friend. The tip-ups are great, though. The tip-ups are awesome. I love the tip-ups. I'm just saying, on the whole,
It's like something is sapping my energy.
On the whole, the new food items are just kind of like, okay, they're cool. I mean, they're neat. It's like you know, I don't think they're like gonna change the way I play Interloper at all, though. Yeah, it adds more to the world. Exactly. I think that's the takeaway. Is it adds more to the world. It adds some cool stuff for you to find, which is important. I mean, they need more stuff like that in the game in general. They need it, and I do like the ptarmigan things. I think the ptarmigan are kind of cool. You definitely want to use fire-hardened arrows on the ptarmigan, because it doesn't scare them away. But, yeah, I mean, they're cool and everything. Yum. And yum. And I think as time goes on and you know, some more recipes and stuff like that are kind of like in the world, I think it'll add a little more, shall we say, flavor to the world. No pun intended. But it will. It'll add more to the world too, because I'm sure they aren't done with all the recipes yet. Sure wish I could sleep out here. That would be fabulous. That would be just outstanding. All my clothing's in pretty good shape. All right, all these are nice big pieces. I think we cooked up the. Oh, there's one small one. So we got all of them cooked up. These are nice big honks of meat. Honk of burning meats here.
No power
Actually, you know what?
can stop me.
No. Englishmen in Michigan. Hello. Welcome, my friend. How are you today? I hope the Englishman in Michigan is doing good. Englishman. I think there are enough recipes for now. I wouldn't mind more animals, though. I want more animals. Yeah, it doesn't. The recipes don't add a lot to the survival aspect of the game, for sure. I think they're nice. I mean, I don't think it like. I honestly think, especially with the limited amount of. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh, that's very, very not good. That is very, very, very not good. Oh god, this could go sideways so bad. Oh, it could go so bad. Yes, we got cooking level 5. Not that I'm going to be eating any predator meat, because guess what? I can't kill wolves or bears, so it just means that stuff won't hurt me if it gets rotten. Oh my great googly mooglies. Okay.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
All right, we're gonna drop this coffee here because we'll drink that before we go in. Oh my goodness! Good morning, Cindy. How you doing? All right, so that's hot. Oh, this is gonna be dangerous at dangerous on the floor here.
Any of this gear.
'Cause we're dangerous on the floor. And we're running like we've never ran before. Yep, there's one right there. Oh God, let us get in the barn. Let us get in the barn. Let us get in the barn. Oh, jeez. Well, Fire Monkey Rob, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday, buddy. My vote.
What does this button do?
What does this button do? That is the tip button. That is the tip button. Thank you for the $5 tip there, friend. I appreciate that so very much. Very kind of you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is the tip. That is the tippity do button. That is the tippity do button right there. Tippity do. Well, happy birthday, Fire Monkey Rob. And there's no electrical wires in here, thank goodness. Oh yeah, we got all this extra stuff in here. Oh my goodness gracious, that wolf scared the crap out of me. I'm just gonna, I don't care, I'm just gonna keep the meat on me tonight. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It will go a little bit bad, but I don't care. I'm not going out and facing that wolf in the middle of the night, out in a field, all by himself. All by myself. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Yes, I was in dangerous waters there, Cam Man. I was in some dangerous water right there. That's why I bailed on that hole. That's why I just ran. I was like, nope, not gonna happen. Oh, now it's all foggy. Our cabin fever's almost gone though. Oh, I hear a bear in the distance. There's a bear out there. I heard the bear crows going. They were all excited because the bear was having a good day. Oh. What kind of cake are you gonna bake there, Fire Monkey Rob? What kind of cake you gonna bake, my friend? Now I have 15 matches left. But you know what? Getting that deer totally made using one of those matches worth it. Totally worth it. A regular chocolate cake. Yum. Any kind of frosting or anything? Are you just doing like a regular like buttercream frosting on it? Or are you gonna do like a German chocolate cake frosting with like some coconut in it? Or what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the cake run wild on you? Oh yeah. There we go. That makes me happy. Milk chocolate frosting, yum. Yummy yum yum yums. I think I checked in these already, but I'm not sure. Okay. Wouldn't it be great if we could just like look in some place that we've thought we already were and be like, oh, there's a bedroll. That's awesome. That'd be so awesome. Already. Oh no! And if, oh no! I thought I had pry barred all those. Okay. Well, hey, at least we have something to do, right? We can go back to the farmhouse, grab our pry bar, and we'll come back over here. I mean, honestly, I think if you can pry bar you should be able to use like a heavy hammer or something on those, just beat them into submission. I mean, if a pry bar will force it open, why can't a heavy hammer like force it open too? Is there any more? So that is the only box I have left in this whole place. Wow. Yeah, maybe I'll get something good. good to be optimistic. It's good to be optimistic, so. Let's check one thing first, real quick. No magnifying lens. No magnifying lens. Happy and I took a drive to Cowichan Lake and Honeymoon Bay yesterday. It was beautiful there. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you, Cindy. That's great. Had to make sure the old Chevy Moho could handle the roads. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. That's awesome. That's awesome sauce. Motorhome. Oh, yeah, because you guys just had the brakes done on that, didn't you? You had like some major work done on that thing. That's another deer up there. There's a deer over there. There's a deer over there, and there's a deer right over the hill here. Well, I'm glad you guys had a good drive, and it ran fine. Everything went good. There's a buck right over here, I think. I could have sworn I saw a buck in this direction, but maybe not. I might have just been imagining things. Smooth all the way? Good, good, good. Is this was that in preparation, Cindy, for like a longer trip later on this summer? Or like in the fall or whatever? When you guys are really gonna hit the road? Because that'd be fun. I've always wanted to have like a big motor home or a big, something like that. Did I cook the whole deer? Yes, I did. I cooked the whole deer. In the middle of an Aurora too. She's 19 foot. Damn.
Can't feel my feet.
Ladies just laugh when I tell them that, so. 20 foot, you guess? Nice. I checked in here, right? Okay. Pretty sure I had.
So cold in my life.
I'd have felt so stupid if I hadn't checked in there and there was like there was like a bedroll sitting in there. Ferries cost a fortune with that beast. Oh, I bet, yeah. You're taking up a lot of space. I'm still cold in here. Son of a biscuit. Ah. I do need to grab my pry bar. We need to check our rabbit traps. Come here, pry bar. And I probably need to grab a bottle of water or two. God, that sucks so bad. Left my pry bar behind going, I don't need the pry bar anymore. Except for the things I need a pry bar for. I think what I was thinking of is I've been up the Signal Hill with the pry bar and I pry barred all the lockers there open. I didn't realize I had 2 lockers left over at the barn that need to be pry barred open.
Damn.
Whoopsie.
Freezing.
Be quiet, my little child. Little child. Do not worry your pretty head over things like cold.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
We got so many rabbit corpses. The bunnies are all playing together. See, they're all having a big happy time. They're all happy together. Don't worry about it. All the bunnies are happy. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take the meat off these guys. I don't need the guts and the hides. Just don't need them. I've got plenty of guts, plenty of hides right now. So I'm just taking the meat. We're calling it good. Not much meat on those guys, that's for sure. That is for sure. I actually have more snares on me, but I want to place them somewhere else. Tylea, good morning, good morning. How are you? Everybody go over and give our good friend Tylea a follow.
It did the door with you.
Yeah, it did. It's in me. It's embedded in me. Look at that! It's riding up with me in the thing. Oh my god! Oh, I hope somebody clips that.
I can see it. I can see it.
I can't feel my hand.
Good stuff riding with you, huh? That's always fun. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is, because of things and stuff, so we'll head back over to the barn. I'm gonna eat up here first. I now have cooking 5, so I can eat whatever's cooked and it won't hurt me, which is great. Which is great. Mega! Oh my goodness, with a 9-month resub. 9 months? That's two Twitch babies I've had today. Mr. Sun Tzu. And Mega. Mega, you're both. Thank you so much for that 9-month resub.
For 9 months.
Very, very nice of you.
Everyone.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Greetings to you too, my friend. We're gonna rip that apart real quick before we go. It's a wee bit cold out there. Well, you know, we were able to get back into our long Interloper file, our 100 days in Pleasant Valley file, which makes me go, thank you for the fix there, Raph, and everybody at Hinterland. I appreciate that ever so much, because it was kind of frustrating to be like locked in the community center. So they fixed that, thank goodness.
To escape this cold.
So I can play that again, which is wonderful. We're gonna finish up our 100 days here probably this week, and then my plan for this sort of series is that I've enjoyed the 100 days, but to be honest, after 50 it gets a little bit. 50 days is like good. 50 days is a struggle, but after 100 days it's kind of like, it's not really that much of a struggle anymore. So we're gonna go for 50 days in a zone, and then we'll switch to another zone and spend 50 days in that zone. So progressively we're gonna get stronger and stronger because we'll have more stuff available to us, but it will also give us 50 days in a fresh zone. Every 50 days we'll get a new fresh zone to be in, and we're gonna limit ourselves by whatever our weight limit is. We can't exceed our weight limit. You know, we can't exceed 30 kilos, or 35 or 40 or 45, depending on the gear and the benefits we have. We aren't going to allow ourselves to exceed those weight limits when we go from zone to zone. So we aren't going to just load up with everything we can put on us, and then just step across the zone line and drop it all. So it'll be about an 800-day run. And the zones we've already been in, we've already decided, I can travel through them. Picking up sticks and killing stuff in them's fine, but I can't do anything with the kills. It's mainly travel through and sleep, and beyond that I can't do anything. Except try to move through them as fast as I possibly can. And sticks, any sticks I pick up will just be incidentals. I won't be, doing what I'm doing right now and circling around trying to find every stick I can. So it'll be fun though. It'll be interesting because and we'll do a completely Interloper random start with that series, and so who knows where we'll start. We could start in Ash Canyon for 50 days, and then have to go to Timberwolf Mountain for 50 days. There'll be some zones where it'll automatically choose for me where I'm going to be going next, because say if we spawn in Ash Canyon, well, we're doing 50 days in Ash Canyon, then 50 days in T-Wolf, which will be an interesting time. I don't think it's impossible, but it'll be interesting. And then, but from then, oh, hey, there's a deer. But from there, we can decide to do 50 days in, say, you know, once we're in Timberwolf, we can decide Pleasant Valley, or we can go Black Rock, so we can make some decisions once we have some decisions to make. But the goal is to live 50 days in every zone in the game, including, but I'm not including transition zones. Crumbling Highway, the Ravine, and Winding River do not count as zones to live in. We're only going to be doing the major zones, the major ones. Far range, branch line doesn't count. The transition doesn't count. So Forsaken Airfield's really the only one in the new area that would count. And like Friend said, by the time I get close to all the regions, they might have a new region out for us. So who knows? There are rabbits out here. I never really took advantage of these rabbits, though. I kind of want to... go down to the crossroads and go up to the cave by the crossroads, but I also sort of want to go to the cave over here. When did I start this Pleasant Valley run? I started it a while ago, but then I had to give it like a week and a half off when the update came out, because I had no way to play it. I had no way to play it. So the day the update came out, I was doing other stuff, basically. Does it say in the journal when I started it? I don't think it does. I could look back on, be easy to check, though. I can look back on here. No, I don't want all videos. I want past broadcasts. Oh, that's all. That's May 5th. It was in June. I'd say it was June, right? Now you got me curious. Now I'm like, okay, now I have to figure this out. When did I start it? That's all 7 Days to Die stuff. Long Dark. I don't know. It doesn't say in the journal, though. The journal just says day one. Doesn't actually say in the journal when I started it. So I'm not 100% sure. Started a new 7 days run with a friend. The new alpha is a total banger. Oh, I love the new alpha. The new alpha 21 mega is so fun. I personally really like how, the skills, the attributes are not directly tied to the recipes that you can make in the game. They're indirectly tied to it, yes. They are indirectly. Okay, so it looks like June 16th was episode 3. It was like June, beginning of June. Like June 6th or 7th is when I started it. It looks like. I like, though, how the recipes are not tied directly to your attributes, but indirectly they are, because the attributes you take, they determine the skill books that you find or have a better chance of finding, which then give you the recipes that you utilize in the game, which I think is just a really cool way to do it. It's a really, really, really cool one. June 10th when you released the first video on YouTube. Yeah, I was looking for like when I actually started it, but yeah, it's like beginning of June. Thank you, Mr. Cam Man, for checking that out. I appreciate that. So yeah, that makes sense because I have it as a highlight on Twitch here on June 8th, which means I probably streamed it on the 7th or 8th, released it on the 10th on YouTube. So because YouTube's usually a day or two behind the curve because it takes a while to process them and get them up there. So, but yeah, I've really been enjoying the new 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die has definitely. I think they've taken a huge step forward. You know, at first I was unsure about the whole water thing.
Kind of thirsty.
But it does, the way that water is now, it definitely makes you do more things that you just kind of ignored before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely before you would just ignore a lot of the quests that you could ignore all the quests that Trader Jen and all them gave you, but now it's like really important to do several of them in the first couple of days. Just for the fact that you get the dukes from them to get the stuff. Yeah, June 8th was episode 1 on Twitch after the Chopper ones. Yeah, I kind of got bored with the Chopper one, to be honest. We did everything we wanted to do in it. We did all the stuff. We got to the point where it was just like, okay, now we have to collect all this fluid for Forsaken Airfield, and I was kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. I know we can do it. It's a theoretical. It's a theoretical. So I was like, I'm good. All right, let's eat these little babies down. We'll eat the little babies first, then we have the big boys. These are all now like one big 1,000 pieces because we got cooking 5, which is awesome. Awesome and amazing. Wow, it's actually pretty nice out. Can I get a fire started out here? Magellan's fire? I can. Ooh. 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 Magellan's fire time. Never pass it up. You never know when you might need it, my friends. You never know when you might need it. Hey, Mr. Camman, have a good one. Yeah, oh, have fun golfing with Dad. That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. Have a good time golfing with your dad. And boys and girls, for those of you who have not done it yet, I don't know. Are you streaming on here? Are you streaming on here, Mr. Cam Man? I don't know if you are or not. I don't know if he's streaming on here. No, he's not streaming on here, but he is uploading some YouTube videos. So let me go get his channel here. There we go. So go give his YouTube channel a follow. There you go. There's his YouTube channel. Go give him a sub over there. He's got 4 long dark videos up there. They're all about 30 minutes to an hour long.
My fingers feel numb.
So looking good, looking good. He's got got a good start there. So go give him a check out, boys and girls. Let's get him up to at least like 10 or 15 subscribers. Oh shoot. Shoot. I was paying too much attention there. There we go. Bam. So took some days off to spend with family. Releasing a new one on today or tomorrow. Awesome. Well, definitely go give him a follow, boys and girls. Go check him out. Go give him some lovin's. Really, Mr. Wolf? You thought? I need to go live outside, okay? Jeez, leave me alone. You nasty wolfy boys. Oh, jeez Louise. Next thing you know, we'll see a bear coming at us. Goodness gracious. By the way, the birch forest is one of the most dangerous places to ever go. If you have smell on you. The bear loves to hide behind trees. Loves to hide behind trees, let me tell you. There he is right there. I don't even see him, but I hear him. I don't see him, but I hear him. There he is, yep. He hides so much, you gotta listen for those audio cues, my friends. The audio cues. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. No. No bear apocalypse is okay. Bear apocalypse, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have that one. There's also some birch in the birch forest. That's kind of nice. I'm pretty sure I've been to this place already, but I'm not 100% sure. Nope, I've been to the Lonely Homestead. Okay. Question is, did I loot everything here? No, I did not. A pair of socks. Alright. Take that for what it is. It's a pair of socks. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, I must say. We'll rip those up and get some cloth out of them. Why not? Now, the moose can be over here. There's moose marks on that tree right there. Where does the birch bark go now? There it is. I got 8 of them. There's 9. Trying to see if the moose is up over here. I don't see the moose. That doesn't necessarily mean they're not up. I just don't see them right now. Alright, nope. There's another piece of birch bark. That's 10. That's 5 birch bark keys for us, which is fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. Now, I don't think... I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. We have plenty of energy, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not 100% sure if the cave over here has a bed in it or not. I know a lot of these caves in Pleasant Valley now have beds in them, but I'm not sure if this is one of them or not.
Something's gotta go.
Nothing's gotta go, bud. Nothing's gotta go. We are picking up sticks till you fall over. And if you do fall over from picking up too many sticks, guess what? I've done my job correctly. So yeah, we're gonna go over here and check out this cave. I can't remember if it has a bed in it or not. I don't usually rely on the beds in the caves to sleep, so I guess we'll see. Usually I wouldn't be trying this if I didn't have a bedroll. Youngblood with the 15-month resub. Youngblood getting cold was worth it. Oh, it does have a bed in it. Oh, nice.
15 months. Afternoon.
It does have a bed in it. Oh, that is fabulous. Now, do I start a fire here or not? That is the question. I've had 46 sticks. If I don't start a fire, I may have to use a match. But I'm not going to be cold in here right now, so I'm just going to put it out. I'm just going to put it out. Okay, let's drop our meats out here. There we go. We got our meats down. Meat is down. Meat is down. Actually, probably starting a fire would not have been a bad idea. Can I still get a Maglin's fire going? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I've been good, Youngblood. I've been really good, man. I had a good vacation last week. Had a lot of fun down in the Redwoods. Now it's time to buckle down, get back to, you know, real life and reality and all that sort of stuff.
Freezing.
I gotta go out and do some lift driving tonight. I need to get 21 rides. 21 rides, so...
That did it.
Alright, step back over the line here so we're warm again. But I have all week to get the 21 rides, so not too worried about it, which is good. It'll be all good. There we go. That'll give us some water. Let's see. Yeah, if I get the 21 rides, it guarantees me like about $14.50 a ride, which is pretty good. So that's worth it. And it doesn't matter how long the rides are either, and I get to keep all my tips. So that's a good deal all the way around. You're telling the tail end of vacay now, back to work Wednesday. Yeah, well, you know, one thing about doing the streaming live, you know, full time is that I definitely get to enjoy my time off when I want time off, you know. But I also have nothing to fall back on. I have to make sure I get back and get cracking on my stuff once I'm done. Have I ever had any weird clients? Nah. I don't drive at those hours. You know, like today I'll start driving about 4 and I'll probably stop about 10. So I'll drive for like 5 hours today. Maybe a little longer, you know, it's very, driving for Lyft is very, it's one of those where you kind of do it till it dies down. So I'll probably drive it, I'll start at 4 and I'll just drive till it dies down, you know? So yeah, I've not really ever run into any like actual like weirdos or anything like that. Everybody I've driven around has been pretty normal. I mean, I'm normal, right? What? I'm not normal? But no, I have a lot of fun driving for Lyft. It's fun. It's cool to meet new people. And really, most people are pretty normal. They just want to ride. They just want to get home. They aren't looking to cause problems. Okay, is there anything else I need this fire for? God, I sort of want to keep the fire, but at the same time, I'm like, ugh. I'm not that tired. I like this cave though. There's not really, other than the food I brought here with me though, I really don't have anywhere around here that I can, I have nowhere around here for food, so. Yeah, the occasional bank robber needing that ride for a withdrawal, you know, that sort of stuff. Yeah, you know, that's just normal though. And you can usually tell those coming a mile away, you know, they're just like, hey man, could you just pull over here by this ATM machine? I'll be right back. And then they come running back and they're like, go, go, go. And you're like, what? And they're like, no, just go. It's good. Good, everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. You're like, why? What happened? And they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. And you're like, oh, okay. As you peel out. And then you're like, ooh, I wonder where all those police cars are going to. Yeah, I hope they tip well at least. Yeah, it's a large, it's a small envelope of untraceable fives and ones. That's how they tip. All right, so let's head up to the top of the hill here. Yeah, it's funny. How can I climb this hill? But like 90% of the hills that are this steep, it'll go, yeah, you can't get up that hill. I like the view from up here, though. It's pretty cool. There's the road that ends. There's the road that always ends. It don't go on and on, my friends. I'm pretty sure I've looted all this, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't pry bar the stuff at the barn. I don't know if I pry barred this car, though. I don't know if I needed to. I guess we'll check it out and see. We might have needed to pry bar this car and didn't have a pry bar. This will have everything we need in it. Nah, I didn't have anything in it. Nope, it had nothing we needed in it. Been back and forth between Long Dark and Dave the Driver. Dave the Driver? Donza, hey, how's it going? Hello, hello. What is Dave the Driver? What is a Dave the Driver? I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
So cold.
I know you're really cold, bud. Uh-oh. Oh, Dave the Diver. See, I can't read. Hey. It's on a screen. I can't read, okay? Just give me a break. It's on a screen. I can't read it. Not my fault. I'm kind of blind in a way.
Too heavy.
I'm a little challenged in that way, okay? Okay, there is no bed here at all. There is no bed, no way to sleep here at all. None. So that discounts that cave completely.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
Can you build a fire? Can you build a snow shelter in here? That would be so badass if you could build a snow shelter in this place. Furthest, the closest you can get is right there. It'd be so cool if you could build one like right here, wouldn't it? It's a sweet new pixel art game, basically a blend of Subnautica and Stardew Valley. Okay. See, for me, I've never been a fan of pixel art. Just not a fan. It's nothing against the game. There's a lot of great games that are made in pixel art style. For me, I just kind of like, yeah, I was over that like in 1989. I guess it just doesn't carry the nostalgia weight for me that it does for some people, I guess. I don't know. But I know it's really it's a very popular thing. For me, it's just kind of like, it's okay. I see games like it every once in a while, and I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of fun. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But I'm glad you're having a fun time with it. Catch fish and do missions and farm during the day. Run a sushi bar at night. An interesting concept. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Interesting concept. Catching fish and doing missions during the day, and farming, and a sushi bar at night. And I'm a sushi man. Dave the Diver. It seems like there'd be a song there somewhere. Dave the Diver. King of the Wild Frontier. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Ooh, it's on sale right now, too. The casual single-player adventure RPG featuring deep-sea exploration and fishing during the day, and sushi restaurant management at night. Join Dave and his quirky friends as they seek to uncover the secrets of the mysterious Blue Hole. Oh, by the way, boys and girls, if you're ever looking for a pry bar, hacksaw, this is a good trailer right here. The pry bar was here. The hacksaw was under the trailer. Just waiting for me. And I missed it. Not once. Not twice. I missed the pry bar 3 times. 3 times. There's a lot of good games on sale on Steam right now, my friends. How many days have we survived so far? We are on day 59. We've survived now 57 days. 57 days. We're getting there. We're getting there, my friends. I don't think I have any food here is the only downside. Yeah, I got no food here. Got no food here. Do we have anything? Yeah, we got these tables we can break down. Alright, we're just gonna put the torch out. Is there any other place other than the pond to put a fishing hole in Pleasant Valley? Not that I know of, no. Not that I am aware of at all. Yeah, we're doing good for no bedroll, no weapons. I mean, it's just a pain in the ass. I mean, wow, that storm sounds absolutely horrific. That's 634 calories, and no, I have some teas I guess I could drink. I can drink some birch bark teas and get my stuff back up. Yes, fishing huts are working now, so that is quite.
I need to find a place to rest.
That is quite the positive. Fishing nets are working, thank goodness. Unfortunately for me, see, here's the problem. Is unfortunately for me, the fishing hut isn't worth a lot because, unfortunately, there's no bedroll at the fishing hut. And so I can't actually do much at the fishing hut without having to go somewhere to sleep. I can spend a limited amount of time there, but I can't sleep there at all. So for me, the fishing hut is kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, I like it, but at the same time, it doesn't really help me a lot. There's nowhere really to put a snow shelter around there. That's the other problem. And I'd have to have a fire. I'd have to have a fire going almost all the time to have the snow shelter actually function correctly. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, I'm just gonna have to starve. Yeah, unfortunately, it's nice to have them there. I actually have a couple fishing tip-ups there. We did actually do a little bit of fishing. And just to make sure it was working and everything. But, unfortunately, it doesn't really... There's not a little... I'm better off spending my time chasing deer into wolves or drawing wolves into deer. I'm better off spending my time doing that and and catching rabbits with my snares than I am trying to fish. I forgot there's a snow shelter here I could have utilized too.
Can you eat trees?
Yeah, my Wolfed's gone now. Bye-bye, Wolfed. Loved you. Love you a long time. Yeah, no chance of a Maglon's fire out here, that's for dang sure. You know, one thing I could do, since I do not like traveling out in this weather, we're gonna go into one of these houses and just break some stuff down. We're 38 kilos right now. I really just do not like being out there in the fog. Too much risk, very little reward. Is there any... Okay, what's that? Toaster? Okay, let's break that down. Really? Curtains. Okay, we can take some curtains. Where's the curtain at? There's a curtain. All right, let's take the curtain. God, it is so freaking dark in these houses. There we go. Finally. Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise, you have to be so... Does it have to be so dark in here? There we go. Now we can go outside. There we go. All right, let's go. Oh, are you kidding me? No. Remember, boys and girls, we've been alive 58 days. And, well, actually, the blizzards are turning into our favor this time. 58 days, 49 blizzards. So we're actually... the blizzards have actually gone down in the last few days, which is kind of funny. Or in the last little while here. Which is kind of hilarious. Oh my is correct. Oh my. Hey Ryan Thompson, I need some advice, my friend. What should I do? I'm cold, I'm tired, I'm hungry. What, you say I should go to the barn in the blizzard? Okay, we're going to the barn in the blizzard. The barn it is, my friend. The barn it is.
Damn. Freezing.
Oh my. Now we just set ourselves on auto walk and just walk for a little while. Yeah, the snares are definitely working out for me good on this run. Now, depending on when we start doing our 50-day runs, our 50-day adventure, I don't know how the snares are going to work because I don't know if we'll spawn in a zone. You have to have a crafting table to make the snares. So if we don't spawn in a zone that has a crafting table, we're kind of screwed. I'm just gonna follow the road here. This should take me to the bridge. Hopefully. Sorry, I'm looking something up right now. Oh my god. Wow, that movie did so bad. As I knew it would do. As I knew it would do. The movie in question is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Dysentery. It only did 130 million on its opening weekend. Wow. Wow. Way to go, Kathleen Kennedy. Way to go, Disney. You got a winner there, my friend. You got a winner. The country roads take me home to the place I belong. My main problem, friend, is nobody asked for it. I didn't like Kingdom of Crystal Skull. Nobody asked for that either. They needed to leave the Indiana Jones franchise alone. They needed to just be like, it's good. But no, they have to, try to always bring something in. They always have to bring something in. Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, Crystal Skulls was terrible. At least Crystal Skulls had one nugget at the end where Marion and Indiana Jones got back together. Oh, wait a second. In the new one, I heard that Marion's divorcing him. His kid is dead. He's a horrible father as well as a bad husband. And yeah. So now he's just a loser. Great. That's what I want in my Indiana Jones. Nah, I just have problems with modern movie remakes of stuff that I loved when I was a kid. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. They need to stop it. Stop it.
Power in the verse can stop
it.
me.
Crystal Skulls was horrible. Crystal Skulls was bad. Bad. It was bad. Yeah, they'll milk the cow until the wallet is dry as jerky. Yep.
They're gonna milk the cow until the wallet is dry as a jerky.
That they will do. Thank you for the 45 bits there too, Valor. I appreciate that very much. And Pally Twitch, thank you so much for the follow as well. And I'm not saying don't go see the movie. I'm just saying I have no desire to go see it at all. I don't even want to remember Crystal Skull. So I've sort of memory hold that one as well. And I'm not saying don't go see it. If you want to go see it, do it. Wow though, that they did not make much. They made 130 million on an opening weekend for an Indiana Jones movie. Indiana Jones movie. Tylea with a $5 hype chat. Hello. Thank you for the $5 hype chat there, Tylea. I appreciate that very much. And how you doing, Valor, you sexy beast? The best one was the third. Oh, I loved the one with his dad. Oh my God. The Last Crusade. It's in the title. It's in the title. It's The Last Crusade. It's The Last Crusade. A lot of people don't go to cinema anymore since Corona. Well, it's also that. Plus, it's so expensive. You didn't know what it... Tylea, no! Don't say that! Oh, well, thank you for the $5 hype chat there. I appreciate that very much. Buttons are fun. Yeah, I love... And Sean Connery was the best. Henry Jones Jr. Yeah. Don't call me Junior! Don't call me Junior! But it was a good dad. It was a good tale of a dad and his son. It was like awesome. Jake from State Farm. But yeah, I mean, I really liked The Last Crusade. Last Crusade was, I mean, there are only 3 Indiana Jones movies, and that's Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade. Those are the only 3 Indiana Jones movies that I recognize. And also what I was saying about theater, the biggest problem with the theater these days, the thing about theater these days is that it's so expensive to go. From your ticket, parking, your ticket, the snack, the price of snacks. I mean, for one person just to go see a movie, you're talking about having to shell out maybe, unless you go to a cheap matinee or something, you have to shell out like 30-40 bucks just to go see a movie. It's like, why would I do that when I have all these movies sitting in my DVD collection that I can watch that are way better than what's in the theater, first of all, and then I have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and I can just watch it at the comfort of my own home, make my own snacks, eat them however I want, sit there in my underwear and watch a movie. Now, don't imagine me sitting in my underwear watching a movie. It's not a pretty sight. I'm just telling you. It's not pretty. But I can do it if I want to. There's the fourth one, too. There is no fourth Indiana Jones. It belongs in a museum. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Yeah, there's not only so many Indiana Jones, but I don't know if any of you have ever seen the old Indiana Jones, the young Indiana Jones. They tried to do that young Indiana Jones show on TV.
I can barely walk with this.
I think didn't that have Joaquin Phoenix in it? I think that had Joaquin Phoenix in it. Wait, was that Joaquin who was in that, or who was in that? No, let's see. Who was in that? No, it was Sean Patrick Flannery. There was one that had, and Harrison Ford actually was in it. No, it was Sean Patrick Flannery. Okay, somebody completely different than I was thinking. The Chronicles, yeah, 24 episodes and 24 episodes and 4 movies. What are you talking about? 4 movies. 4 movies. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I will say though, Harrison Ford, at least with Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford does love the Indiana Jones franchise. As much as he dislikes the Han Solo character, he loved Indiana Jones. He loved Indiana Jones. He was never a fan of his Star Wars role. Nerds! I think that's all he heard in his head was nerds! Nerds! Alright, so, we gotta go upstairs. And we gotta open these lockers before I forget again. Forget about it. Stop needling the bear, Tylea. Stop needling the bear. No. There's only 3 Indiana Jones movies. There's only 3 Indiana Jones movies. There's only 2 Terminator movies. There was only, it was in episodes and movies, but they remade them to a bunch of episodes. Oh, I gotcha. There's only 2 Aliens movies. There's only 1 Blade Runner. Oh, the Young Indiana Jones. Yes, I actually like the Young Indiana Jones. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun little romp. There was no high stakes or anything like that. It was just a fun romp. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Oh. From the moment he jumped into a refrigerator to be safe from a nuclear missile or a nuclear bomb, I was like, really? This is what we're doing? This is what we're doing? No. Indiana Jones and the dilation of dysentery? No. I think I'll pass. But hey, Phoebe Waller-Bridge has already destroyed Star Wars. She's now destroyed Indiana Jones. She's going to destroy Tomb Raider. So why not? Let's all just destroy everything that was good. Let's destroy it all. And who asked for her anyway? Nobody. I would have rather had an Indiana Jones story where it was about another one with Shia LaBeouf. Bring back Shia LaBeouf. I will take Shia LaBeouf and Kingdom of the Crystal Weirdo Skulls any old day. Bring back Shia LaBeouf. I'll be good. I'll be good. I will take Crystal Skulls. I'll put Crystal Skulls back in the canon, even though I didn't like it a lot. I'll put it back in the canon. Give me another short round. I like short round. Short round was one of my faves. Indy! Dr. Jones! Dr. Jones!
Can stop me.
Dr. Jones! Quaker Oats, thank you for the follow there. I do like Quaker Oats too. I have a box of them out in my cupboard. Or a canister. They come in a little round canister. Got some of those out in my cupboard. They're really good. Make them up, put a few raisins in them. Little sprinkle, little sprinkle of brown sugar over the top. Yum. Wish I could get those deer to run into a wolf over here again. I don't think we have. No, we only have hypothermia. We don't have any cabin fever risk anymore. So, oh my.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, my, my.
Oh my, indeed. Indeed, George. Indeed, George. Oh my. Oh my, my. Oh, good old George Takei. Takai means expensive. It's Takei. Oh, George was so funny. He was so funny on Howard's show for so long. Okay, we are walking very, very, very slow. And I don't know why. It's probably because of all the wood that we're carrying, right? We got a lot. Yeah, we got 30, reclaimed and 56. At least we have some wood now. It was a good wood run. It was a good wood run, boys and girls. I'd like to say that I've got the good wood, not the bad wood, ladies. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think we're approaching day 60, which I'm super happy with. We only got like 40 days left now, I believe. Yeah, we're on day 58. We're getting to day 60. We only got 40 days left. Take bad wood any day. Whoa! Hey-oh! You bad, bad boy. You're so naughty. You naughty, naughty girl. You're not naughty, you're just drawn that way, right? I'm not naughty, I'm just drawn that way. Yeah, one match for 4 days now. Yeah. Yes, you are naughty. Okay, you are naughty. It's not that just you're just drawn that way, you are that naughty. Yeah, I've got, what, how many matches now? 15 matches. Yeah, so one match for about every... actually, one match, what, every 3 days? Every 3 days. Frankly, I'll use my matches whenever I'm good and well ready to use them, I think. I wish you could improve the shelter, like repair the shelter from inside. There we go. Yum! At least we got lots of meat around for the moment. We do need to go check our rabbit traps. But before we do that, we're gonna drop some stuff here. I don't need to be carrying all of these. But this gives us, this starts stockpiling some wood for us, which is good. There we go, nice. Now he's got 10 and 10. That is beautiful. Got all these ingredients here we can't do jack doo-doo with because I got no pan. I found no freaking pan anywhere. I got potatoes and carrots, but no recipe. Because the recipes don't appear on custom games, which kind of sucks. But that's, you know, that is what it is. Oh, I do have these chairs here I could cut down, and I got that and that. Oh, and I got this shelf and that shelf. I hadn't even noticed those yet. Interesting. Okay, well. Nice. I like that. That makes me very happy. That used up time.
I feel so tired.
Because we're tired. Because we're tired. Because we're a wee bit on the tired side, my friend. At least you don't have to re-roll worlds to get the one you want to start with on the next run. Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of our next one. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, after we get done with our 100 days here in Pleasant Valley, which I think we're going to be able to, successfully do it. But once we get done with 100 days in Pleasant Valley, what we're going to do is we're going to be going... Oh, jeez, I need a drink right now. Tylea, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that very, 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 very much. Thank you so much. Once we get done with the 100 days here on Pleasant Valley, the next thing we're going to do, probably starting this weekend, because I think we'll get done with this weekend, if not this week, is we are going to be doing a random interloper start. And whatever zone we start in, we're going to be living there for 50 days. And then we're going to move on to the next zone and live there for 50 days. It's going to be like a progression. And so say we start in Pleasant Valley or Desolation Point, and then we live 50 days there. We go into Coastal Highway and live 50 days there. The transition zones like Crumbling Ravine, Winding River, Keeper's Pass North and South, they don't count. We can go back and forth into those if we want to, and we can spend time in there if we want to, just chilling for a minute. Or I guess what I could do is say Coastal and Crumbling are one big zone, Mystery Lake, Ravine, and Winding River are one big zone, Black Rock, and the Keeper's Pass, North and South are one big zone. I think that's what we'll do. Is we'll make those one big zone. We'll count that all as like an all-inclusive, and then like the Far Range, Branch Line, Transfer Pass, and Forsaken Airfield are all one big zone as well. I like that because that lets us do a whole bunch in there, and it lets us have access to all of that stuff. And it's not going to make it easier to live. It just gives us a chance to do things. So, and it gives us a chance to enjoy the zone.
No power in the verse.
Which is the most important part. Jamie Higgs, thank you for the follow. How you doing, Jamie? I hope you're having a grand day. Let's get a little sleepity-boo in. What day are we on? We are now on day 59. We've lived 59 days, so we're on day 60 at the moment. That is awesome. I say we go check rabbit traps. If I can find my way down here. There's the window. There, I can get out of the farmhouse that way. I knew there was a door at the bottom of the stairs. I just had to find the damn thing. I don't think I can get a Maglins fire going, but we'll try. Nope, no Maglins fire. That's okay. That's okay. Nothing to be upset about. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, boys and girls. It's all gonna be fine.
Looks like I made it through another night.
We did make it through another night, my friend. You're doing well. You're doing well, buddy. We made it through another night. We're all good. Oh, by the way, boys and girls, the updated schedule is up. You can go check it out for this entire week. The only two things that do not appear on that schedule are the 2 days that we stream over on YouTube, which is Saturday and Sunday morning on the YouTubes, on the YouTube side. So you can go check out our YouTube channel there. And if you subscribe, you can turn notifications on, and you will be notified. Also, you know, if that doesn't work for you, if you join our Discord, I do put out an announcement on Discord, well, Saturday and Sunday morning, about 20 to 30 minutes before I go live, saying, hey, we're going live on YouTube. And I also tweet it out on Twitter as well. So go follow all the socials for all the good stuff and updates. And that way you can get in on all the action.
If I can drop any of this
No.
gear.
You don't get to talk that way, my friend. We got the rabbit run going on out here. Yum. So yeah, go follow us over on YouTube. Join up on the Discord side. I will tell you right now, I am not super active on Discord. It's just not in my genes or my genetics or whatever. but a lot of people have a lot of fun over there. And I peek in on Discord all the time. I peek in and check it out. So if you post up pictures of your food or your cats or your dogs or whatever, I can guarantee I'll probably see it. And sometimes I'll actually react to it too. So. And Twitter is also something you can go check stuff out on. And believe me, if you follow me on Twitter, I do not tweet like a 12-year-old. I don't tweet out every 5 seconds and retweet, you know, a bazillion things on there. My tweets are usually only if something's going on the channel, or, you know, I may tweet out a picture if I'm on a vacation or something, and maybe I'll retweet 1 or 2 things in a day. So I do not spam you with lots of retweets and tweeting and all that sort of stuff. So I don't do much. I don't do a lot over there. Twitter is inaccessible. What? You can't get on Twitter? I can get it. Is Twitter down? I can get on Twitter. Did you get banned off Twitter? Did you say something, friend? Did you get banned on Twitter? Just be honest. You can be honest with me.
My fingers feel numb.
Twitter is inaccessible. You need to be registered. I have no idea what that is. Oh. Well, I'm on there because it's social media and I have to be. I honestly have not wanted to be on Twitter for years, but I sort of have to do it. So, yep, I'm on there. But
So cold.
I mean, honestly, I don't see how Elon is the big devil he is. He's been the darling of so many people for so long. But yeah, whatever. People's minds can change, I suppose.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You can't view without you have to have an account, and you can't view it if you don't have an account. Oh, well, I mean, okay. I mean, you have to have an account for Facebook. You have to have an account for YouTube. You have to have I mean, it doesn't seem like that's any different than any other social media platform that's out there. So, I guess he's just bringing it into line with the other ones, I suppose. I don't know. Well, you can't even view it without an account. Well, I mean, honestly, I can't view Facebook without an account. So I can't view most things without an account anymore. You need an account for 99.9999999% of everything that's out there. So I've always had an account with it. So I don't know what would be the advantage of viewing without an account. I guess that's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I don't know the politics of it, though, so I kind of stay away from those things. I just go, well, I'm signing up for another thing. ELC, how you doing? I mean, I'm sure you have to have an account to, like, follow people and make comments on their stuff, right? I would guess. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're talking about Twitter. We're talking about the twat. Which, I mean, I've hated Twitter for years. I think Twitter is a dumpster fire of absolute hellish proportions. I think Twitter is responsible for the downfall of Western culture. Well, that and TikTok. We'll go that far. We'll take it that far. Companies post general stuff on Twitter, so it was never expected to have an account to be able to read that. Well, I mean, that's when somebody else owned it. Now somebody else owns it. I guess when you own something, you can set your rules. I don't know. It seems like a non-argument to me, to be honest, friend. And I'm not saying this in any way or shape or form, other than just to be like, well, he owns the thing. He could turn it off. He could literally go in there and switch Twitter off tomorrow, and there's not a gall darn thing any of us could do. I mean, there's nothing he could do. There's nothing we could do at all. If he decided to switch it off tomorrow and just sit there and laugh and, Scrooge McDuck into his money, There's not a thing we could do, so I'm just like, okay, well. Okay. You use Twitter for sports news and traffic updates. I don't even use it for that. I honestly, this is how technologically backwards I am. I didn't even know Twitter had like sports and traffic and stuff on it. There's like a few people I followed that like are like, hey, come over and follow my Twitter, and I'm like, okay. And so I followed their Twitter, and I had no idea about any of the other stuff at all, none whatsoever. But then again, I don't use social media that much. I'm just too old for social media when it comes down to it. It just doesn't interest me like a lot of the kids these days. I like Instagram because it has pictures. I like pictures. I like pictures. I'm a visual person. I like pictures, ladies. No. I know. I like pictures, and that's I think that's why Instagram appeals to me more, because it's like I can see friends and stuff. Was I the picture book type? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I like reading books, but I was a picture book person big time. Big time picture book person. I love picture books.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
I think it also has to do with whatever. I have some issue where if there's, I can't, and I think Facebook kind of did me in. I think Facebook kind of jaded me because everybody on Facebook likes to post these like 15 paragraph arguments for things. And after about the first after about two sentences, I'm just like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. I can't read stuff online very easily. And so, and even though Twitter has limited characters, I'm just like, okay, it's all the, I'll go look at maybe like an initial post on Twitter, but if I have to like deep dive into it and start reading like the replies and the retweets and all this other stuff, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. Nope, I'm good. I'm out. I nope out of there pretty quick after that. I nope out pretty quick. I'm like, nope, I'm good. Bye. I'm like, effity bye. I'm out of here. Do I need to repair anything here? Yeah, I've always stayed away from like Twitter though, and TikTok and those. They just don't hold a lot of interest to me. They just don't. My kids sure seem to like him though. The kids are all about it. It's what the kids are into these days. But yeah, I know a lot of people did delete their accounts back in the day, back with Twitter and stuff. They did delete them a lot, especially when all the censorship was going on. A lot of the censorship was going on. People were deleting left and right. Well, no, actually, they were being deleted. They were being deleted. I guess there was a lot of people leaving it back then too. Twitter's always been a dumpster fire, though. I'll maintain that to this day. It's always been a dumpster fire. I've never really enjoyed being on there. It just seems like it's a place where people argue all the time, and I don't want to argue with everybody all the time. I like to argue. Don't get me wrong. I love to argue. I just don't want to argue all the time. And Twitter seems like a place you go just to argue. I like some of the fan stuff that's on Twitter, but even that gets a little annoying sometimes. That gets a little overdone or something. It depends what you followed, yeah. And mostly, friend, I just follow a couple guys that I watch on YouTube, and I follow a few friends, and that's about it. A few other streamers. I get weird DMs on Twitter too. I think that's the disturbing things. I get these weird DMs out of nowhere from like just random people going, hello, I'd like to talk to you about blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know you. Go away. I will say I have had a few companies reach out to me on Twitter. And so I have had a few companies reach out, but, And I do get a few Steam keys offered to me on Twitter as well. But then I get stuff from like, I'm the the advertising director of something. I'd like to order an ad on your channel. And I'm like, that just seems like a scam to me. I don't know. It just seems like a scam. It seems like a scam. I don't know. I don't know. I get weird stuff on Twitter sometimes. It kind of freaks me out. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. God dang it. And the blizzard came up. Of course it did. Of course the blizzard came up. Making me waste matches if I want to cook anything. Just gotta make sure we keep that telephone wire where we can see it. That'll take us out to the barn. We gotta check our traps, boys and girls. Even in a blizzard, you gotta check your traps. There they are. None of them look like they caught anything, but that's okay. Nah, they're all trapped out right now. It's a trap! It's a trap! I tell you, it's a trap. It's a trap! Alright, let's leave a little more water here. I like to have like 4 liters of water here, just in case. This is my hole up spot. This is my hole up. There we go. I get a bunch of artists DMing me for channel designs. Oh, I get that. I get that all the time. I get that one. Those I get all the time, Tylea. Hi, I want to do some emotes. Would you like some more? Hey, I'd love to do some art design. I saw your, and I love how they're always like, hey, I stopped by your channel and it seems like you have a really vibrant community. It's like, I was getting, you know, it's like, okay, I have some people who watch me, yeah. I'd really love to be part of it and do some design work for your channel. And I'm like, oh, I see. Oh, I see. I mean, they're hustling. I gotta give it to them. They're hustling, you know. It's a good way, you know, and I'm sure that it's a standard DM that they send out to hundreds. They probably go on Twitter and look up like Twitch streamers or something. And then they send out hundreds of DMs to all these different Twitch streamers, hoping that maybe, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 of them will contract with them for some work, which is totally fine. I mean, you know, you put yourself out there online, you're gonna get unsolicited stuff. Oh yeah, unless what I hate is they start by just doing a basic convo and friending me. Week later, hit me with a question. Oh, I when I get friend requests anymore, Tylea, I always go, especially on Discord, I always go look at their profile, and it's really easy to tell what they're up to super quick. I go look at their profile, see what they like compared to what I like, and like on Twitter, it's really easy to see because all you have to do is click on them, and it's like, I'm a graphic designer or something. I'm like, oh yeah, you're not, you know, there's very few people. If anybody, I would recommend going and using Sir Avon on Twitter, because Sir Avon's done some really cool stuff for me. He is actually a fan of the channel. He also does emotes and stuff for people, sub badges and stuff like that. And he's a really super guy. He's a cool guy. He's done a couple for me just because he likes the channel, and I'm like, hey, you know, cool beans, you know. But like, he did the little chicken dance. He did the sub bomb. So he's done a couple emotes for me, and he's a really cool dude. And he did the logo for my channel. He did the Atheenon logo. And that's just because he was a fan. He was just a guy who was like, yeah, I do this as a living. I really love your stuff. And I just want to give these to you. And I was like, cool. So, Sir Raven, I would definitely recommend him. He's not pushy. He has decent rates for emotes and stuff. So, can I get a mag lens fire started so I can cook up some of this crap? Yes, I can. Why? Yes, I can. Mag lens ho! Yeah, baby. Your daughter does all yours. Exactly. And that's the thing. If you have somebody in your family that's really artistic and can have some fun and do stuff for you, that's great. But yeah, Sir Avon's a really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. Does a lot of good creative stuff. If you're looking to have some work done, I would definitely recommend him. I'm gonna get all this meat cooked up. Go collect my rabbits. I only got 2 rabbits up there, but that's okay. I'm not mad about it. Gosh, it is so hard. It is so hard. It's so hard to grab rabbits these days. The targeting on them is just off. Hey, Cole Pavel, how you doing? Hello, hello. All right, so it's just a little bit cold. We had a couple sticks and maybe 1 more reclaimed wood. That should make it warm. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Making rabbits slightly tougher. I know, friend. They're making rabbits slightly tougher. That's what they do. All right, let's get some more meat on the grill. What can we do with that hide? 28 minutes? That's perfect. Perfect. I mean, we might as well take it, right? And we do have cooking 5. I actually reached cooking 5 on this file, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Really? Okay, we're just gonna cook all these little niblets up. All the little niblets are getting cooked right now because I'm tired of picking up meat and it going, oh, this is a 0.2. Oh, this is a 0.1. Okay, you're good. Dag nabbit. In we go. Spent all that time getting that fire built up out there so that I could have a nice fire. But hey, at least it's still a free fire. It's still a free fire. Even though it got blown down from 4 hours to 9 minutes. Damn you, game. It's still a free fire, and I'm going to bring it in here and finish cooking up this rabbit. I'm doing good, though, Cole. I had a nice vacation last week. Went down to the Redwoods in Northern California. And it was a lot of fun. Had a good time. So, yeah, it's good to be back, though. It's good to be back. You know, get back to life, back to reality. Take my rabbits with me. Okay, so that got done. I'm gonna eat that. Do I consider myself good at the game? You know, Quaker Oats, I do consider myself pretty good at the game, yes. And I'm not like not trying to be not humble or anything, but I consider myself to be very competent at the game. Let's put it that way. I'm pretty competent at the ins and outs of the game. So if you have any questions at all, and this counts for anybody, not just Quaker Oats, but if you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask. I've got about 6,000 plus hours playing the Long Dark, and most of that's here on stream. He's the king. I'm not the king, Tylea. I am not the king. No, that is too much. But no, I do consider myself pretty good at the game. I've played just by the fact that I've played a lot of it. Just starting out, you definitely need to learn the maps. The map knowledge of the game is the most important thing that you'll ever have. You can do more with map knowledge than anything else in this game, because the map knowledge will give you the tools to go from one place to the other. Well, before the poison gas killed him, Will Eggy McKenzie was at 826 days, I think. Honestly, it just, I didn't play him very much either. I had other things I wanted to do. So Will Eggy McKenzie was like my longest running character. I think right now my longest running one is what, 100 and almost 200 days on Interloper. But I just don't play it very often. The higher, once you get to like a couple hundred days, it's just kind of like the same. I like starting over. It just gets kind of repetitious after that. And so I like to start over and have some fun with the run. Did you reset your stats after that run? Well, all stats were reset when the update came out. Everything was destroyed. So when the update came out, all the previous run stuff was gone when the update came out. Because I had a couple runs. I had ones that were a bunch of days in Stalker. I even had, I think, a Voyager run on that one. But yeah, when Tales from the Far Territory dropped, they did away with all save files, mainly because they split story and survival mode into two parts, and so they were not compatible any longer. And so they split those up. But yeah, if you have any questions at all, Quaker Oats, feel free to ask. This is a little bit different run than any run I've done before, because we're not allowed to leave this zone for 100 days. We can't do a forge run. We can't do anything that we usually do. We're basically stuck in this zone for the next, well, at this point, the next 40 days. We're stuck in this zone. So, if you're just getting into Long Dark, though, I would recommend playing, on Pilgrim or Voyager. I would recommend probably starting in, like, Mystery Lake, Pleasant Valley, or Coastal Highway. Those are sort of your three,
anything about now.
That's the holy trinity of zones. They're the kind of the starter zones, I guess you could say. Desolation Point's not bad, but I would stay out of like this area or even this area, especially Bleak Inlet and Blackrock, until you're more experienced in the game and more experienced with the zones. But I would definitely learn Mystery Lake, Pleasant Valley, and Coastal Highway really well, and just kind of run around in them. Find out where animals spawn, find out where buildings and caves are. That's the stuff that you really need to know going forward to make your survival successful long term. And that will make your survival a success in the long run, is knowing where to go when there's a blizzard going on. And really, honestly, as bad as the wolves and the bears are, most people in this game will die of the cold way more often than they will die from bears and wolves. The cold is, and a lot of times, the cold will kill you. The cold will lead to your death. Maybe a wolf is the actual thing that kills you, but that wolf wouldn't have killed you if you weren't at 50% health because you had spent most of the day outside freezing. You see what I'm saying? The wolf may have been the direct cause of your death, but the cold is the indirect slow killer that slowly chips away at your health without you even noticing. And by the time you do notice, it's now too late and you're dead. So, yeah, the cold is something that most people are not ready for in this game, because a lot of games they'll have like, they'll be like, oh, you're cold, and you just go get warmed up for a couple minutes and you're fine again. Or you just go inside and you're fine. Well, in this game, early in the game especially, your clothing's not good enough. Even if you go indoors, the air temperature inside is -6, and sometimes your clothing's not good enough, and it'll be -6 inside, and you'll have to be next to a fire before the cold is not affecting you. And there's also the whole factor now of your clothing getting wet outside, and going inside. If it's not warm inside, You could be warm, but your clothing could still be freezing and wet, and then your clothing gets wet, and now you're sitting there in wet, freezing clothing, getting hypothermia, getting frostbites. They've really added a whole bunch of flavor to that wasn't in the game before, which is kind of freaking cool. I actually really like that. It's a different aspect that we've never really had to deal with in the game, and it makes the survival way more interesting. And yes, I've already been up here before, and yes, we're taking all these planks because it's free, easy wood. And I'm never coming up here again, so I don't care. But map knowledge is the key, Quaker Oats. Map knowledge is the key. And the thing is that there's no shortcut to map knowledge. There are maps out there. There's the Whiteberry maps that you can find that are really good. There's a bunch of different maps out there of the zones that can be helpful, but it's still no replacement for actual practical map knowledge. They'll give you an idea where you're at sometimes, but practical map knowledge is still king. Actually knowing where things are in the game is still going to save you way more often than actually being able to look at a map and try to find where you are on that map. It will help, don't get me wrong, and I don't ever shame anybody for using maps. I used maps quite a bit when I first started playing. And they're super easy to find. All you have to do is go on Google and go like Long Dark Pleasant Valley map right there, boom, and there it is. There's the Whiteberry map. It'll just show you, and you can actually zoom in on it, and you can actually look at it, and you can actually see it. It actually has a key. It actually has a key on it as well, which is really cool. That shows you where things are, and it shows you where trailers are, where deer are, where all sorts of things are on the map. And so those can be very, 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 very helpful. And those are actually on the forum now. They don't, the person who was making those doesn't actually make them anymore, but they are still being produced in a sort of a honorary sense, I guess you could say. There's people who are making them, and they make them look like the Whiteberry maps in honor of the original map maker who did it. And they're really good maps, and I would highly recommend using them. It doesn't help you much because it's not like you can open this map up and go, well, where am I? Well, you can't see where you are because the map doesn't exist. I mean, I could go up to the top. That's actually something I could do. I could go up to the top there and map that, I guess. It's just right up there. I can't do it right now because it's so foggy out, but you can actually map yourself, but it only gives you a small area. Unless you have a Polaroid, then you can map a larger area. Some areas larger than others. On Pleasant Valley, it's a pretty good size map. It doesn't map the whole thing, but it's a pretty good size. Interloper, though, I would not jump into until you've played the game for a significant amount of time, and I would recommend before you do Interloper, really make a few runs to the forges, either in Desolation Point, Forlorn Muskeg, Broken Railroad, or Forsaken Airfield. Make some runs to the forges, craft a knife, craft a hatchet, craft some arrowheads, cut down some birch and maple, make a bow, make some arrows, practice on animals with the bow and arrows before you actually tackle Interloper, because Interloper is a different beast than any of the other game modes. Every other game mode other than Interloper, you start with, oh, was I carrying fresh guts there? I was. That was dangerous. Every other game mode other than Interloper, you start with some matches, you start with a bedroll, you start with actually pretty decent clothing, sometimes even a hat and a pair of gloves. So you start with kind of a leg up on the other gameplay modes, In Interloper, you literally start with about 3 to 4 pieces of clothing. Usually you start with a pair of shoes, some sort of shirt, underwear, and pair of pants. And that's it. Maybe you'll start with 2 shirts, but you never start with a hat or gloves. And you have socks. So it's like 5 pieces of clothing. It's like a shirt, pants, underwear, a pair of socks, and a pair of boots. And you start with a can. So you start with a can and a few pieces of clothing, and that's it. And you have to build everything else. You have to find everything else. And so those first few days in Interloper are the most crucial days of all. The first couple days of Interloper are very crucial, and you spend most of that time running around trying to find stuff because you need it. You need matches to make water. You need to find a bedroll so you can sleep anywhere you want instead of being constrained to sleeping in houses and cars and stuff. You spend those first days finding a pair of gloves or a hat, or making a pair of gloves and hat, so you don't do this. You don't get frostbite. Because you get frostbite, and guess what? You now have a permanent negatory on your health forever. It's a permanent 5% off your health for the rest of the game. Some people will just rage quit after getting frostbite. They'll be like, "Yep, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this run. I can't get maximum health anymore, so I'm done." I sort of like to play with it just as a storytelling kind of thing, where it's like, hey, the first 3 days of this game were really vicious. The first 3 days of this game, I went all the way around, and I got frostbite because I could not find a hat, I could not find gloves, I could not find a bedroll, I found nowhere to sleep. There were blizzards almost every single day. It was a harrowing adventure, but we made it through. In 60 days now, we've had 51 blizzards. We've only had 9 days. 9 days with no blizzards out of 60 days. That's a lot of blizzards. That's more blizzards than Dairy Queen. Doobs, how you doing? Afternoon, Doobs. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great day. But yeah, Quaker Oats, and anybody else really, if you ever have any questions, basic, even basic questions about the game that you think are like, why would anybody ever ask this? You know what? If you're thinking it, if you're wanting to ask it, I can almost guarantee you there's probably 1 or 2 other people in chat that are wondering the same thing and have never asked it before. So I would recommend speaking up and saying, hey, I'm curious about this about the game. Because there's always, and I may not have the answer. I don't have all the answers by any stretch. I probably have quite a few of the answers, but after you play, as much of the game as I have, you'd have the same answers. So, and I learn from chat all the time. For me, it's fun always finding new stuff in the game. Like the whole new mechanics with wet clothing. It's just fascinating. It's just fascinating to me how the wet clothing mechanics work now. The wet clothing mechanics are just interesting as all get out. Because it's different than anything we've ever had before in the Long Dark. And they didn't even announce it. I think for me, some of the funnest stuff in the game for me is stuff that they put in that they never announce. Like, they've totally changed the way that clothing works in the game, as far as your the clothing getting wet and drying out works completely different in the game now than it used to. It used to be if you just sat by a fire, you could dry your clothing out no problem. If it's snowing and you're sitting by a fire now, the clothing doesn't dry out anymore. You have to take the clothing off and put it on the ground. Kadia Jeweled, welcome back for 4 months. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you for the 4-month resub. We're going to give out double points right there. Thank you so much for that 4-month Twitch Prime sub. And if you've not checked it out, boys and girls, if you have an Amazon Prime account and they allow it in your area, you can make that Amazon Prime into a Twitch Prime account. And that will allow you to subscribe for free to my channel. You can just hit the button, choose it, and boom, you're done. So besides starting gear, what else is different on Interloper? So on Interloper, there are no tools, no knives, hatchets, guns, bows and arrows. None of those exist in the game at all. The clothing, there is man-made clothing in the game, but ultimately there's not very much. The loot in general is way significantly less than even on Stalker. The animals are there's less wolves, but the wolves on Interloper hit way harder than they do on Stalker, Pilgrim, or Voyager. Whereas on Pilgrim, Voyager, Stalker, you can survive probably, I would say you could survive 3 to 4 wolf attacks, no problem at all. On Interloper, if you survive 2 wolf attacks, that's shocking. It's shocking if you survive 2 wolf attacks in a row. On Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager, though, you can survive multiple wolf attacks in a row. No problem at all. So you have to craft knives. You have to craft hatchets. You have to craft your own bow and your own arrows. You have to... ultimately, the skin clothing is better than anything you can find out in the world. The skin clothing is way better. The best shoes that you can find on Interloper are either the work boots or the combat boots. The best pants you can find on Interloper are the combat pants. The best underwear is this underwear here, and finding these, I got super lucky, because finding 2, you start with a pair of thermal underwear, finding a second pair is usually really hard. The best socks are wool socks. You cannot get the climbing socks on Interloper. And the best shirt you can get is the thin wool sweater. The best coats you can get are like the Mackinac and the ski jacket are the best coats you can get. And although you can get the aviator jacket now, but I haven't found one of those in a while, so I don't know if that was a glitch or not, and it's gone. The best gloves you can get are the wool mittens, so you always want to make rabbit skin mittens. The best hat you can get is the wool toque, so you always want to make the rabbit skin hat. You want to make the deer skin pants, because those are the best pants you can get, and the deer skin boots are the best boots you can get that you have to make on Interloper. Coats, you got the wolf coat, the bear coat, and the moose hide coat as well. And those are the best ones you can make. And the best ones you can get. So you have to make your skin clothing no matter what. The other thing that's very different about Interloper as well is that the weather is much more harsh on Interloper. The weather is very much more harsh on Interloper. You generally, after day 50, the average temperature outside is going to be negative 30 to negative 40 degrees all the time. Right now, it's negative 37. That's just pretty average. You will never, ever, no matter what clothing you get in Interloper, after day 50, well, even before day 50 most of the time, you will never be able to go outside and actually be warm, say, all day long. Now, on Pilgrim, Stalker, and Voyager, there are certain days where you can just wander around and it's not cold outside. You know, it's like 1 or 2 degrees positive, but it's positive temperatures outside. In Interloper, you may get positive temperatures when it's getting to be evening on a very rare occasion, but that's usually also if you have like enough clothing to make it positive 25. You know, your clothing is giving you a plus 25 degree warmth bonus. So we're talking double bearskin coats, having double deerskin pants or having deerskin and combat pants, having all the fur clothing, having double like head wraps, or maybe like the new ptarmigan insulated liner. I wonder if they fixed the picture for that, by the way. Oh, they did. This used to have the hat. It had this improved insulation used to have this on it. It used to have the head wrap icon on it. So they fixed that. That's kind of cool to know. The coldest weather I've been in real life is negative 34, and that's absolutely ridiculous. The negative 30 to 50 on Loper, that's unbelievably cold. You cannot protect yourself from that kind of temperature. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. So, and also on Interloper, you may need early game, once you find a sewing kit and some cloth, you may need to make the improvised hat or improvised gloves, because otherwise you may get so cold you can't do anything about it. I'm actually thinking of making the improvised crampons. I should do that. I didn't even think about that. I should do that. I should make improvised crampons. That is a great idea. I'm surprised I'm thinking about it just now. That is so cool. I gotta do that. I've gotta do that. So there's a lot of different things that Interloper has that the other game modes just do not. And that's why I said if you are saying, like, you know, on a scale of difficulty, say Pilgrim is a 1. All right, Pilgrim is a 1. On Pilgrim, there's no aggressive animals. The animals will actually run away from you unless you attack them. Even bears and wolves and stuff will run away from you. The weather's very mild. There's lots of loot, lots of clothing, lots of everything. Voyager is like maybe like a 3 or 4. Let's say it's a 4. Let's say going from a 1 to a 4 is going from Pilgrim to Voyager. The main difference is now wolves and bears and moose are now aggressive and they will attack you. You know, but you have a lot. They don't do a lot of damage. They're not very strong. And so if Pilgrim's a 1, Voyager's a 4, Stalker is like, I'd say maybe like a 9. Let's say it's an 8. Let's say Stalker's twice as hard as Voyager was, because the animals are more aggressive. There's a lot more wolves. There's a lot of other problems that go on in Stalker. So say Stalker's like an 8, but then you step up to Interloper, and Interloper's like a 20 compared to the other. Compared to there, there's a huge gap between Stalker and Interloper. The gaps between Pilgrim, Voyager, and Stalker are all pretty even. It's kind of an even step up. But going from Stalker to Interloper is a huge gap. 100 days in the second worst region. Well, I'm not going to do 100 days in any more regions. I'm kind of bored of it, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of boring. Yeah, the amount of wolves is pretty tedious. But it makes making wolf-like cloaks very easy. Venus Vicious with a 29 months. So what I'm going to do, Who Guru, after this run, what I'm going to do is we're going to spice up our life a little bit.
Just resubscribed for
We're going to spice up our life a little bit, and what we're going to do, and thank you again, Venus Vicious, for that 29 big months there. We're going to spice it up, just like Venus Vicious spiced up our life right there. We're going to spice up our life by what we're going to do is we're going to spawn and live for 50 days in a zone, and then we're going to move to another zone that's adjacent to it and live for 50 days there. And then to another zone that's adjacent to that and live for 50 days there. And so it's going to be kind of progressive. We're going to progressively be getting things, you know, and it could be any sort of it could be, you know, it could be any zone that we could start in. You know, we could start in Hush River Valley, we could start in Forlorn Muskeg, and then we could choose which zone we're going to from there. I mean, there's some of them. Pleasant Valley, we could start there and go to any one there. Yes, you can pass through other. You can pass through completed zones. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. Say we start in Pleasant Valley and we go to Mystery Lake, and then we go to Forlorn Muskeg, then we go to Broken Railroad. That's our path. That's the one we choose. Then we're like, okay, well, I want to go to Mountain Town. We can travel through Forlorn Muskeg. We can build fires, sleep. We can't loot anything, though. We can kill animals, but we can't loot anything. If we haven't looted it in the 50 days that we've been there, and we can't pick anything up. And when we travel from zone to zone, we have to be below whatever our maximum weight carry is. We cannot exceed our maximum weight carry going from zone to zone. So how much to start an airfield? No, we're just doing random zone. Random zone.
The hypothermia would
Hey, you don't have to check now, but I sent you a message on Discord. Might want to check on. Could be nothing, but wanted to let you know just in case. Oh, I'm checking on it right now. I'm checking on it right now, my friend. I'm checking on it right now. Is there naked pictures of me out there, Hawkeye? Hawkeye, I sent those to you personally and privately. You weren't supposed to leak those. Jeez. Jeez Louise. But yes, completed zones we can travel through. It's no big deal. We just can't loot anything. We can't hunt anything. You're keeping those just for you. Okay, good. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that even is. I have not a clue, Hawkeye. I would just ignore it and be like, yeah, no. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. Not a clue. Not a clue. I am gonna find him though and yeah, they DM'd me. That's weird. Yeah, they're in my Discord. But yeah, I have no idea who that is. No idea. Can an airfield be a random spawn now so long as you visited it? I don't know if the airfield can be a random spawn. I don't know if it can. Sorry guys, that was some stuff. I just wanted to make sure Hawkeye was okay. And he wasn't leaking out the pictures that I sent him. I know, I sent him to Wiz Bowman too, but you know, that's Wiz Bowman. I gotta always send him pictures. That's how things stay fresh. It can be a random spawn in customs. Yeah, see, we aren't gonna do a custom. We're just doing a straight up interloper file. All right, so there's that. Is there any more metal here that I can take? How many do I need for the crampons? I have what I need for the crampons. Huzzah! Let's go make some crampons, baby. Cramp on. Cramp off. Cramp on, cramp off. The crampers! Do I make them faster if I have a... No, it takes 4 hours no matter what. Okay, cool. Cool beans. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where... It'll be interesting from the standpoint that 50 days is long enough to keep me kind of going, oh man, this sucks. But it's not, because honestly, right now we're just kind of in a holding pattern on this file, and I like to adventure. I'll admit it. I like to adventure. I don't like to sit still in one place for too long, and I just feel like I'm sitting still in this. I know it's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. That's the thing, friend. We're gonna set that to be a certain day of the week, and we're only gonna do it. A certain couple days of the week, and maybe one of the days on the weekend, and it'll be fun. And look at that, I have some improvised crampons now. Yeah, baby. And I got the sure-footed benefit, which makes it so I won't get sprains as easily, which I do like. I do like that for a fact. And hopefully by that time, other stuff will come out. So yeah, basically, Frank, I can pass through regions I've already been in. I can't loot anything there. I can pick up sticks. I'm going to allow sticks because they're sticks. And I'm just traveling, they're sticks. I can sleep and utilize, I can sleep and stuff in those regions. And I'm also going to count Coastal Highway and Crumbling as one region. Mystery Lake and the Ravine is one region. I'll probably do Pleasant Valley and Winding... Actually, Mystery Lake will be Ravine and Winding River all in that. Basically, everything that connects the dam. And then Black Rock, of course, will be Keeper's Pass North and South. And all of the far territory will be far territory. Thank you, Channel Serpent, for the 10 beautiful months. 10 months, baby. Thank you for the 10-month
Channel
resub.
Surfing 1 just resubscribed for 10 months.
And happy 4th of July to you
Happy
too.
4th smile.
So yeah, there'll be some things that are like combined. Like I'm gonna do Coastal and Crumbling Highway together. Desolation Point, I will include the cave between Desolation and Crumbling in basically transition caves. I can move through and gather coal anytime I want. I can only loot them once though when I travel through it. So I have to loot it up. When I travel through it, I have to loot it up, and past that, I can go in there and grab coal if I am in an adjacent zone, but that's it. And I can do that once. And then if I'm traveling through it to another zone, I can always pass through it and grab the coal if I want to, but that's just coal. It's just coal. So I'm not going to deny myself certain things just for the heck of it. Wow, it's actually kind of warm in here. It's actually like 5 degrees in here. That's kind of pleasant. That's kind of nice, isn't it? And it's slightly snowing out there. I wonder how my clothing is doing. So is my clothing staying dry in here? It is actually staying dry in here. Interesting. I'm wondering if I pass time for an hour, will my clothing get wet? Just out of curiosity. Nope, clothing is not getting wet. I'm playing around with some of the wetness stuff. So yeah, and the big thing you have to remember, Frank, as well, is that when I travel zone to zone, I must divest myself of everything above my max carry weight. Even though right now, it's like 3407. 35 right now is my max carry weight. So to move to another zone, I can't just like load up on tons of stuff, cross the zone line, then to just dump it on the other side. I have to choose and pick and choose what I want to take from place to place with me. And so if I pick up birch and maple in a zone and I want to take it with me, I need to take it with me. You see what I'm saying? So things like birch and maple, guts and hides, all that sort of stuff, I can't just leave them in zones. That's stuff that I have to travel with. So I may have to I'm going to have to really consider what I take from zone to zone. Really consider it. Which will be interesting. We're just going to sleep for a couple hours at a time. I'm going to sleep out here if I can. The nice thing is we'll be able to play an actual interloper. Oh, the travois? The travois? Is it the travois? Leave matches, yes. Leave matches behind. Wait a second, is that the bear? Yeah, I hear a bear. No. 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 Nope, 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 nope. Let me just reorient myself. Okay, I'm right there. Okay, I know where I am now. There's the basement. That's a wall. There should be a door right here to leave the farmhouse again. Alright. Matches are overrated, Nate. No, matches are never overrated. Okay, so we'll go in. Sure wish there was a window here I could see. That would be kind of nice. 'Cause I don't want to waste a match. I don't want to waste a match! God dang it! Okay, I can leave the farmhouse. Yes, there we go. Just leave the farmhouse. It's -4. That's fine. Just gonna sleep for an hour. It'll get a little cold. Proven point matches are overrated. Hey, but how's it going, Valor? Is this a new run in Pleasant Valley with the update? This is my living for 100 days in Pleasant Valley. We're on day 62. We're on day 62. Yeah. It's been an interesting time. We got 15 matches left to last us the last, 38 days? 15 matches in 38 days? What, that's like a match every couple of days at best? Unfortunately, Valor, I don't have... I've tried the fishing, and unfortunately, the biggest problem I have is I have no bedroll. There's nowhere to sleep around that fishing hole, because usually if you fish, what you do is you go ahead and you fish, and then you do a little sleepity-boo inside the fishing hut. I have no fish. No, they didn't help at all with the new food options. Did not help at all, Valor. First of all, because I'm playing a custom Interloper, and the ptarmigans do not spawn on custom, and the recipes do not spawn on custom yet. They're fixing that, I guess. So there's no ptarmigans, no recipes, and the new food options don't help at all because I didn't find a pan. I found no frying pan, so I can't even make up any of the new food options. So nope, no food options at all. Not for me. No food options for you. Okay, we need to start this fire. We're gonna use one of our matches up. Now, actually, you know what? No, hold on a second. See if we can do this. So yeah, it didn't really help that much, unfortunately. I have a pan. Doesn't really help me see anything though. Yep, I'm just gonna have to pass time. I have to pass time till it gets light out and then go sleep. That kind of sucks. Oh, I've searched everywhere in this zone. Every nook and cranny of this zone, Valor, has been searched at this point. There are no bedrolls. There are 0.0 bedrolls. Where the hell am I? Am I really in the kitchen? I'm really in the kitchen. There are 0.0 bedrolls in the game. Not in this zone anyway. Not in this zone anyway. But that's okay. It's made it an interesting run. Unfortunately, it kind of makes us stuck here at the farmhouse because we've been able to do some good trapping. Trapping is one of the things that we have really leaned into heavily. I'm not a big trapper. You're one of the few streamers I actually enjoy watching. Aw, thanks, Quaker Oats. Well, it's good to have you here, my friend. It's good to have you here, buddy. There's a lot of good streamers out there. There's a lot of good streamers out there, though. There's a lot of good people. Wow, we just have not caught that many rabbits lately. Maybe we've tapped this rabbit hole out. What? Stoolie. Thank you, Stoolie, for the 45 months, baby. The reason I'm doing the run in this zone is chat wanted it.
Subscribed for 45 months.
Yana,
like
chat.
A guy from YouTube.
I do look like a guy from YouTube. I've heard that before. Chat decided this was the zone they wanted me to do this in. So it's chat's fault. It's chat's fault. I blame chat completely. Chat wanted me to do it, so I was like, okay. I gave him an option. I gave him like a bunch of options of what zones to do it in. We did a poll, and they were like, okay, we want you to do 100 days in Pleasant Valley. So I was like, okay, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I think it's doable. It's going to be rough. I got frostbite on day 2, but it was rough. But, you know, we did it. We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
All right.
All right.
Can't feel my feet.
All right. There we go. Get those big babies on there. All right. But yes, it was chat that wanted me to do it. So, and out of this, we've had some good discussions about what to do next. You know, what kind of thing we want to do next. And I definitely like the idea of doing a 50-day in each zone, because the first 50 days, what I found in this is the first 50 days were the hardest. The first 50 days were all exploration, getting set up, figuring out all the stuff that I wanted to do, you know, kind of getting all the pieces in place. And now we're just kind of in the spiral of where we're just rabbit trapping here at the farmhouse, because we got the fire barrel and the snow shelter for getting rid of cabin fever. And it would be a different run if we'd found a bedroll. I mean, we had a 50-50 shot of finding a bedroll here, and we didn't find one. So if we'd found a bedroll, it would be a completely different ballgame. And I'm sitting out here getting cold for what reason? I don't know. Because it felt good. I think the rabbits have grown wise to my trapping.
Freezing.
You can make a bedroll with bear hides, which you need to kill a bear for. Yeah, you can make one if you have some bear hides, which you have to kill a bear for. And since I'm in Pleasant Valley, see, I think the fun thing with the progressive is what we're gonna do after this is we're gonna start in a random interloper zone. We're gonna spend 50 days in that zone. We cannot leave for 50 days. But after that 50 days, we can choose an adjacent zone to go to. So say we start Pleasant Valley. We could choose an adjacent zone to go to after those 50 days. So I could be like, okay, I'm feeling like, let's go to Mystery Lake. And we're going to include Mystery Lake, Winding River, and the Ravine all in the same package. Or let's go to Coastal Highway. Coastal Highway and Crumbling are the same package as well. Or we could be really wacky and go to Black Rock, which has Keeper's Pass North and South combined with Black Rock. Or we go, hey, let's go up to Timberwolf Mountain, spend 50 days there. Yeah, the improvised requires a regular bedroll to start with, yeah. And so, you know, if we started in Pleasant Valley, we could go, okay, let's go do 50 days in Mystery Lake, then go do 50 days in Forlorn Muskeg, and we can start there and try to survive there. Oh yeah, if I got a Desolation Point, or well, Bleak Inlet, or Black Rock, yeah, Black Rock start would be interesting. Black Rock, I could actually see doing. I would actually, if I had to choose between the two, Beastie, I would choose a Black Rock start over a Desolation Point start every day of the week. Desolation Point would actually be a little bit harder than Black Rock. So, I mean, but Desolation Point, I will allow myself to go into the caves to get the coal and loot that up too. There is no bedroll at all in PV. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a chance of getting a bedroll in Pleasant Valley, but I didn't get it. So, because Black Rock, I know there's probably going to be a bedroll there, and there's going to be matches, and I can manage the Timberwolves. Yeah, and one has cattails, one doesn't. That's the other thing. Black Rock has a copious amount of cattails in it. Desolation Point has 0. I mean, Ash Canyon, because the spots you can spawn in Interloper are Hush River, Black Rock, Ash Canyon, Timberwolf, Pleasant Valley, Forlorn Muskeg, or Desolation Point. You don't spawn in Coastal Highway, you don't spawn in Bleak Inlet, you don't spawn in Mystery Lake, you don't spawn in Broken Railroad, you don't spawn in the airfield, I believe. Mountain Town, you don't spawn in either. So, yeah, in any zone that has cattails, even Pleasant Valley, I've run through every cattail in this zone, Beastie. At this point, I have no cattails left at all. 0. A 0, a zip, a none. My guy is really tired, though, and I'm yawning, too. Will, what are you doing to me? You're making me yawny, my friend. He's making me yawn. Yeah, but the improvised one requires a bedroll to start. And the one thing we also found out is that, the ptarmigans do not spawn in zones that you do as a custom, from what I understand now. Which really sucks. Custom zones currently do not have ptarmigans in them. But if we do a interloper, see, that's the thing too, is when we do the interloper for 50 days in a zone, it'll make, you know, it'll progressively get, I think it'll get a little bit easier. But the other restriction I'm going to put on myself is when I move zone to zone, I have to be underweight. So anything like, and once I leave a zone, I can't go back and pick stuff up in that zone. So anything I do not have on me, basically, I can't make stockpiles of stuff around the world. Everything I have is on my back. Everything I'm using is on my back. I mean, I can make a stockpile while I'm in a zone, but that doesn't necessarily do me any good once I leave the zone. So I'm gonna have to be judicious on what I carry and what I take around with me from zone to zone, because that's the stuff I'm gonna have with me long term. So, you know, you'll have your standard tools. You'll have your standard, you know, your standard tools. You'll have your standard clothing. You'll have your you know, your stuff, your guts and your hides that you bring with you. But it's not like I can carry that stuff from zone to zone. Oh, there's a rabbit hide that was hiding there. Okay, I hate the rabbit hides underneath the straw. So like birch and maple. I mean, it's like I'll have extra birch and maple that I'll be taking from zone to zone, but honestly, there's more birch and maple than I'll ever need. So I'm not going to be, you know, carting a bunch of it around. I'm going to have to make some very strategic decisions on what I take from zone to zone with me. And I won't just be able to, like, load up everything I want, take it with me, and go, all right, we're going to cross the zone line at, you know, 25 kilos overweight. We're going to touch the zone line. We're going to pick it all up, step over the zone line, and drop it. We ain't doing that. Wow, another blizzard. What a shocker. What a shocker. That's now how many blizzards? 62 days, 52 blizzards. Hey, it's not a blizzard every day. We're getting better, at least. And we now have 10 days with no blizzards. We got 10 days with no blizzards now. That's awesome. Well, yeah, and also depending on the zone I start in, it could be a very long time for a forge run. Yeah, because if I spawn, say I spawned in Forlorn Muskeg, I'm not going to find a hammer in Forlorn Muskeg. So I'll never be able to forge in Forlorn Muskeg. I'll have to go to another zone, find the hammer, and then go to, like, one of the other. I'll have to save a forge zone for when I can actually make a forge run. And that's going to be the only forge run I probably will ever be able to make for, like, some of my stuff. It's going to be kind of wild. It's going to be a wild ride. Thank you for following me there, Nitch. I appreciate that very much. Nitch 2K, in fact. Hi. How's it going? All right. Got a few things to do here. 52 blizzards in 62 days. I like it. I like them odds. Yeah, I don't like those odds. I'm playing this game and I'm currently on episode 2. This game is immersive. It is really immersive. And wait, if you think the story mode, if you think story mode is immersive, Yana, wait till you start playing some survival mode. Survival mode takes story mode and ramps it up to like 100. The story mode is at least giving you a direction to go. Survival mode gives you no direction. Survival mode basically dumps you into the world and goes, have fun.
It's dusk. So night can't
It is the, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, not that I'm biased at all, because I've played like 6,000 hours of this game, not that I'm biased at all, but in my opinion, The Long Dark is the best survival game out there. As far as pure survival, you versus the elements, nobody to help you. Yeah, in survival, you are the direction. You are, yeah, it's Atheenon being biased. You are the guiding force of your own future. And the thing that you have to recognize with survival is you're gonna die. You're gonna die a lot. I used to die all the time in this game. But every death that you have in the game is your fault. It's either your fault for doing something, or in most cases for not doing something. And usually you have to figure out, what did I do that caused that death? Why was I in the position where the wolf attacked me and I died? Because I put myself in that position one way or the other. Maybe I wasn't carrying a torch with me to scare the wolves away. Maybe I was not paying enough attention to the snowbanks. Listening is a big thing. You want to play this game with headphones, and you want to have your volume up, because you will hear wolves and bears way before you see them if you're paying attention. Torches. Oh, well, torches will stop wolves from attacking you. Yes, torches and flares stop the wolf from attacking you. And if you're carrying a torch and you have it out, if you hit the hotkey to get out your rock or your gun or whatever it is, and your torch is burning at your feet, the wolf will run away if he sees the torch and you aim the rock at him. And then I just dropped my torch, but that's okay. But yeah, it's a amazing game, and it just keeps getting more and more amazing. I started a few days ago my run on Voyager. It's so immersive and not so stressful in terms of gameplay like a lot of other survival games. Yeah, well, and on Voyager, I would say stay on Voyager until you're comfortable with the maps. Especially concentrate on like Mystery Lake, Pleasant Valley, Coastal Highway. Those are like the 3 most basic maps in the game. Those are sort of your starting locales that you want to really become intimately familiar with, all the nooks and crannies, where the houses are, where the caves are. Maybe even do some mapping when you're out there. Get some charcoal out of fires and do a little mapping to sort of explore some of the map, because none of the maps are open to you unless you map it. Like I mapped up here at Three Strikes Homestead. I mapped down here at the Hilltop Cave. I have a Polaroid that I can go map there. And get familiar with the maps. And then from there, you know, once you're kind of familiar with those, stretch out to Desolation Point, Timberwolf Mountain, Mountain Town. Those are, if you want to say these are kind of like your tier 1 zones, Mountain Town, Timberwolf, and Desolation Point, and Forlorn Muskeg, those are like your tier 3 zones. And then Ash Canyon is probably like a tier 4. Broken Railroad and Hush River Valley, Broken Railroad's like a tier 4 as well. Well, it could even be a tier 3. Hush River Valley, Bleak Inlet, and Black Rock, those are like tier 5 zones. You don't want to go to those till you're really ready. Those are really, like, you got to be really ready to go to those zones. And then the airfield, the new region that's only available with the DLC, that's like a zone you really want to be ready for too. That's like a tier 5 as well. So definitely start out with these core zones and then kind of spread out from there. Kind of spread your wings. Go, well, you know what? Let's go explore Mountain Town. Let's go explore Mountain Town. Mountain Town's a great zone after you get these down to sort of explore. And then maybe go explore Timberwolf Mountain. Timberwolf Mountain's kind of scary. There's not a lot of houses there. In fact, there's only one house there. and that's the Mountaineer's hut. Desolation Point's not as scary, but there's not a lot to do there. I hope they put a zone up here that connects into Desolation Point. I hope they do. Because Desolation Point right now is kind of like Broken Railroad used to be, where it's a dead-end zone without a lot of... there's nowhere really to go from that zone. And there's not really a reason, I think, to go there other than the Forge. So... And it has a hole in the house. Yeah, Timberwolf Mountain has a hole in that house. But yeah, stay on Voyager for a while. Get comfortable with the maps. Learn the maps. Map knowledge is the biggest key to this game. To being able to survive for a long period of time. And like I said earlier, I don't think you were here, Nitch. I think Yana might have been. But like I said earlier, one of the things that will kill you the most in the game is the cold. And it's not that the cold will kill you directly. It will kill you directly. Because sometimes you'll fall asleep thinking you're safe, your fire will get blown out, and you'll die in your sleep from hypothermia. But the cold is a slow, insidious killer. The cold will sneak up on you while you're out traveling, and it'll slowly start to, nip away at your health. And suddenly you look up, and you're 45% hypothermic, and your health is down to 60%, and you get attacked by a bear or a wolf, and now you're dead. And the bear or wolf, that's what killed you directly, but you probably wouldn't have died if your health had been higher and you hadn't lost so much health to the cold. So the cold can whittle you down over time and then make it easy for animals to attack you and kill you later on. Yeah, the blizzards, getting caught in a blizzard is something that kills a lot of people because it's very easy to get lost in the blizzard and get turned around. Heck, I even still get turned around in blizzards. So nobody should ever feel ashamed about getting turned around in a blizzard because even I get turned around in blizzards still. Blizzards are very easy to be walking one way and you make one. The best advice I can give in a blizzard, if you have no idea where you are, the best advice I can give you in a blizzard is aim one direction, hit auto walk, and just walk till you run into something. Walk until you run into a river, a wall, at the edge of the zone, whatever. That's the best way you're going to find your way out of it. Because, and I got, 88% cabin fever.
Getting kind of thirsty.
What if there's a blizzard and the bear spots you? Then you're in big trouble. Yeah, a bear will let you live if your health is high enough. I've had bears kill me on the first shot. If my health was low enough, bears will kill you. The biggest problem after a bear attack is, yeah, or you walk off a cliff. That's right, Rex. Yeah, you can walk off a cliff. The bears, wolves, and rabbits don't spawn in blizzards. If they sense you, if they know you're there already, though, if they're already following you, they will stay persistent in blizzards. Even though they won't spawn in a blizzard, they'll stay up in the blizzard if they know you're there. Wow, it's still cold out here. Well, this is what I've been saving wood up for, boys and girls. And we get a Maglens fire. No Maglens love. No love, no love. No joy. No joy. Can I light a torch out here? Is it gonna let me do that? Okay, it's gonna let me do it. This is one of my matches. I hate doing it, but oh man, I took out a bench near the fire barrel and chilled at the house for blizzards because man, it was rough. Yeah, but yeah, normal wolves, bears, rabbits, deer, they don't spawn in blizzards. They just don't. The moose doesn't spawn in blizzards either. And actually, during auroras, you'll usually have the deer and the bunny rabbits despawn during auroras. Now, the wolves and the bears in an aurora, the wolves and bears in aurora are very scary because they do not fear fire or anything like that. I also learned you can reheat soups. Yes, you can. You can. And any of the pies or stews that you can make in the game that have meat in them, they give off smell. And it attracts nasty animals, so. You know what we need? We need to go get a little more, little bit more. Yeah, timberwolves do not spawn, do not despawn during blizzards. They just don't. So have fun with that. Oh, it's because here's a little dirty secret about the scent mechanism in the game. Scent in the game is broken. Scent is broken in the game. It just is. There's no two ways about it. Scent is just broken in the game. I can't even make fire-hardened arrows because I have no knife. I have no knife and no hatchet. The other thing that you'll, that fishing bait is very small, but it attracts just as if you're carrying other stuff. So fishing bait does the same thing to you. It screws you over too. Let's see. Now we're just sitting outside, biding our time. Biding our time. No pun intended. Biding your time. I didn't even intend for that to be a pun, but it was. But yeah, Timberwolves are a different beast altogether. And also during Auroras, wolves and bears, they don't care about flares, torches, campfires, nothing. The only thing they respect is death. And that is it. That is it. So scent is broken. Does that mean scent is like 1 bar? Well, there's... So basically, you carry anything on you meat-wise, and you will see what I mean. So here's 1 piece of meat. Notice I have no scent bars right now. None. I have no scent bars from this 1 piece of meat. I bet I can get a wolf from really far away. Yeah, see that wolf right there? See that wolf? See those wolves? I have no scent bars at all. And both of those wolves are coming straight towards me now. Yeah, there's a wolf coming straight towards me. There's another one. I dropped the meat and they're gone. So scent is completely broken. I mean, I had no scent bars on me, yet those wolves were smelling me from way further away than they should have. So it increases your smell a lot. And the wolves come from all around. A meat shake brings all the wolves to the yard, my friends. It does. It does. Alrighty. So we got our save point. Let's see here. Can we get that water? It's almost boiled. Let's get that water off of there. I'm just gonna make up a bunch of water here because I got the fire. I might as well. We'll sleep 1 more hour. Back in the day, I used to hunt wolves during Auroras, but now my wise age, it's best not to do that. Yeah, it's best not to do that at all. Best not to do that at all. At all. So, we will return to this character on Thursday, actually. Yeah, because we're doing 7 Days to Die tomorrow. So yeah, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday we'll be playing more of this character. We're going to be switching games up, though, right now, because that's what I do. Thank you everybody for coming by for Long Dark. We're not quitting the stream or anything.